Hello all dinosaurs and welcome back to the Basement Dino Dungeon. Today we will do a collection of Mosasaurus versus Scorpios Rex versus prehistoric animals, okay? And take a look at this, we have new figures to open today as well. So let's get started. Okay, first figure, we have actually opened this Pretosuchus right over here. I just got this from Safari Ltd and take a look at this beautiful prehistoric reptile. It is known as a Pretosuchus and the name actually means a boar crocodile. Yeah, B-O-A-R. Beautiful. I think this is one of our very few Pretosuchus. All the prehistoric animals will go right here. So I have a question for you guys. If the Mosasaurus versus a Scorpios Rex in a battle, who will win? I think the Scorpios Rex will win, right? I mean the Mosasaurus will win. I'm not too sure. You guys let me know down below. Alright, next up, let's take a look at this beautiful Mosasaurus. This is actually known as the Ocean Protector, which was just released early this year. So you can see it has a movable tail. And the colors of it is actually different from the real field Mosasaurus, which I will show you guys later on. Okay, and yes, and this is actually made from recycled plastic, which is really cool. Next up, let's take a look at this. Let's open up another pack. We are still waiting for us to get the Brachiosaurus. We have almost got the entire set, just waiting to get. Oops. The irritator just fell off. Yes, this is an irritator. It is a semi-aquatic dinosaur. I'm just gonna place it right over here, okay? So right over here. Yes, we are still waiting for the Brachiosaurus, but that is fine. Next up, let's take a look at our Scorpios Rex. Mosasaurus versus Scorpios Rex. Who's gonna win? I'm not too sure. I mean, in the water, I think it should be the Mosasaurus. But Scorpios Rex, they're pretty clever, and I think maybe it is able to swim. I'm not too sure. So you guys let me know down below, okay? Scorpios Rex, the slash and battle Scorpios Rex, will be doing repaint of it really soon. Next up, let's take a look at another Mosasaurus. Our level 40 Mosasaurus repaint that we have done previously. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, the background is falling. I need to hold on to it. Alright. So yes, have you guys seen my level 40 Mosasaurus? Yes, it's really cool. Alright, next up, let's open up another figure. How about this one right here? This is actually known as a Postosuchus. Okay, it looks very similar to the Pretosuchus. It looks very crocodilian-like, so you can see this figure is also from Safari Ltd. And Postosuchus, the name means Prestes the lizard. Alright, it looks super cool. This is my one and only Postosuchus, okay? Check this out right below. Postosuchus 2019 figure. Pretty new. Just gonna place it right over there. And let's take a look at another Mosasaurus. Have you guys seen this Mosasaurus before? This Mosasaurus is actually from Schleich, which was released quite early this year, okay? Yes, we got this. It's really nice. I love the colors. It's like bright green, a bit of teal to it. Alright, next up, let's open up another pack. Dino Escaped. Come on, let's get the Brachiosaurus. We can do it. Oh yes, guys, check this out. Finally, we've got the Brachiosaurus. So we have got the entire set. Yes, we've got the entire set, and we're still lucky because we still have a few packs to open. Yeah, hopefully we can get another Parasaurolophus. But take a look at this. This is the new Brachiosaurus, a new color scheme. So we've got the full set. Well, I really love the spots on the legs. You can see the patterns on his body. It looks pretty cool. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Let's take a look at other Mosasaurus figures, shall we? Or other Scorpios Rex. No, another prehistoric animal right here. So we have a Postosuchus right over here. Postosuchus, the name actually means lizard. Post. I can't remember. Post lizard or something like that. Yep. So if you guys can let me know down below. So you can see we have Postosuchus, Caprosuchus, and Prestosuchus. The name all sounds extremely familiar. And let's open this up. Another Postosuchus figure, which was produced in March 2020, not too long ago, which is like last year. So let's open this up. Okay, let's take a look at this. Wow, looks pretty cool. So let's do a comparison and see, whether they look similar. Definitely, you can see the face looks pretty similar in terms of the shape and the sculpt. You can also see like spikes across the body. 3 rows of spikes, like thorns, little bumps. And you can see the osteoderm, which is like the texture on his body. They look kind of similar. So I think in terms of the accuracy, these two are pretty cool. I really love this figure. It looks so realistic. It looks like an actual lizard to me. Really nice. I'll place it right over here. So we are expanding our prehistoric reptiles collection. Yes, I'm really proud. And I'm gonna let you guys see, because this section is actually where we place all our prehistoric marine reptiles, and those are animals. So we're gonna place them together maybe later on after this video, okay? So let's take a look at more Mosasaurus figure. This one right here is pretty cool. This is a soft and squishy Mosasaurus from Recur, which I really like. I think it looks pretty neat. Next are Sarcosuchus. So we have Prestosuchus, we have Postosuchus, we have Caprosuchus, and right now we have Sarcosuchus. Sarcosuchus is actually a prehistoric crocodile. You can see it looks like a modern day alligator. Yes, that's right, I'm not kidding you. And speaking of like modern day alligator, I'm not too sure, this figure from Papo, is it like an alligator or is it a Sarcosuchus? It looks like a Sarcosuchus to me. Yeah, it's really nice, this figure. I really love it. It's so detailed. It's very amazing. I'm gonna place it right over there because I feel all of this can probably go into the same shelf together. What do you guys think? Let me know down below, okay? Sarcosuchus, I'll place it right over here. So we are doing like a Mosasaurus collection versus crocodile collection. Alright, next up, Mosasaurus figure. This is from Safari Ltd. Not a super interesting figure to talk about much. Check this out. This is from Takara Tomy, a really nice one. I feel this is like one of the best small little Mosasaurus figures that you can find. The detailing on this is pretty amazing. Alright, next are another prehistoric animals. Another 2 prehistoric animals. These are 2 mini Postosuchus from Mattel. So just gonna place them right over here. And next up, yes, another Sarcosuchus. This figure is from Collectate, a 2009 figure. Wow, it's like how many years? 12 years? Yes, 12 years old. This figure, really nice figure. Just gonna place it right at the back. And check this out, guys. This is a Tylosaurus. So a Tylosaurus is actually closely related to a Mosasaurus. It is actually a mosasaur, in fact. So I'm just gonna place it right at the Mosasaurus collection because you can see the team Scorpios Rex is actually pretty big right now. Alright, next up. Okay, I need the help of you guys to actually name this marine reptile, okay? So Danosaurs, do some research. Please tell me the name of this PNSO marine reptile. I can't remember. I think it starts with T. I think so. I'm not too sure, so you guys need to help me out. Alright, next up, let's take a look at 2 more really beautiful Mosasaurus figure from Jurassic World. This is from 2015 and this is from 2018 onwards, okay? Both are Jurassic World Mosasaurus figures. Next up, let's see what else we've got. Beautiful figure right here. What is this? This is actually a Plesiosaurus from Peppo. You know, too bad Peppo doesn't write the name of the species of the dinosaur below. If they do, I think that would be really fantastic. Let's place this right over here. We need to bring our stand a little bit backwards so that we have more space. Another two really cool Plesiosaurus right here, so you can see these three are all Plesiosaurus. These are the ones from Mattel, the Savage Strike Plesiosaurus. What does the name mean for a Plesiosaurus? Do you guys know? If you do know, comment down below. Next up, a prehistoric whale. Not exactly a dinosaur. This is a prehistoric whale. Yes, the fish whale, Basilosaurus. Check out the name written right below. This is actually known as a Basilosaurus. It's not a dinosaur, it is a whale. Oh my goodness, right? I mean, it's unbelievable. Next up, another Tylosaurus, which is, you know, closely related to the Mosasaurus. I call this the tiger mosasaur because of the patterns on its body. It looks pretty amazing. All right, next up, what else we've got? We've got a beautiful, yet another beautiful Sarcosuchus. This is the massive biter Sarcosuchus from Mattel. So you can see this knot right here is really circular. It reminds me of an Indian gharial. Indian gharial is actually a type of crocodile. If you do a Google on Indian gharial, gharial is spelled as G-H-A-R-I-A-L. You can actually see it is very, very similar to a Sarcosuchus. It has a very narrow snout and a circular and bumpy little like nose-like structure right here. Yeah. So yes, I mean the closest you can get nowadays to a Sarcosuchus, it's probably an alligator. Yes, or a crocodile. Next up, Mosasaurus, another beautiful lizard of the Mills River. Yes, that is what the name means for a Mosasaurus, the lizard of the Mills River. I'm not too sure where Mills River is, but it definitely should be a pretty huge river. I mean, to be able to contain Mosasaurus. Next up, another Plesiosaurus. And yes, I love Plesiosaurus. This doesn't have the Savage Strike mechanism, but it has this awesome battle damage mechanism. You know, once you press it, you're able to see the injury. Alright, let's place this right on the right hand side so you can see we have a really impressive collection of the prehistoric reptiles right over here. Next, what is this? Okay, by the look of it, I think I remembered this as a Kronosaurus. Let's take a look. Oh, the name is actually not written below. So I guess this, let's just name this as a Kronosaurus. I'm not too sure. So if you guys think otherwise, you can just let me know down below. Correct me if I'm wrong. Next up, two identical prehistoric animals right here. You can see it has very, very unusual teeth. They're like all pointing in different directions. And this is actually known as a Liopleurodon. Yes, a Liopleurodon. Okay, another prehistoric sea creature. Just gonna place them right over here. Mosasaurus, one of my most favorite Mosasaurus of all time. This shiny Mosasaurus from PNSO with a movable jaw. It's really beautiful. It is made of solid resin. It has a rubbery feel to it, but at the same time the body it's very solid and very tough. I love this. I love the paint scheme on this. You can see the shiny surface, the shiny sheen of this like shimmering scale. It's really nice. I love this. I'm gonna place it right over here. And let's move on. Okay, this is actually not exactly a reptile. I mean, it's not a reptile for sure. I would call this like a prehistoric fish. And we do have another prehistoric fish that we didn't bring, which is the Dunkelosters. This is a coelacanth, which is a prehistoric fish. It looks kind of scary in a way, but you know, I don't know what to say, but maybe it's not so scary. I'm not too sure as well. Alright, let's move on. Another really huge prehistoric reptile. This is actually a Pretosuchus. The flippers are kind of like warped and bent because I used to. I mean, how many of you guys actually subscribed to Dance Surprise like many years ago? You would have known that we started from a very small shelf, and this Pretosuchus was actually kept in that really small shelf. But right now we have upgraded our shelf into this massive glass shelf, and all these dinosaurs right now, they have a much better and more spacious and more beautiful home. Yes, that's right. Really proud of you. Really proud of us, guys. We have come a long way. Okay, so let's place this Pretosuchus right at the back. And I'm gonna pick up another one to show you guys, okay? This is another huge one. This is Dinosaurs from Collectate, a 2017 figure. It's kind of scary looking in a way. I'm not too sure why, but it is one of my largest prehistoric figures, okay? I mean, not considering the Mosasaurus, this is definitely one of the bigger ones. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys another Mosasaurus that we have purchased not too long ago. This is actually I wouldn't call this a bootleg because this is actually like an original sculpt. I got this from AliExpress. You can see the colors looks pretty amazing. The sculpt, it looks decent as well. So I really kind of like this Mosasaurus in a way. Yep, I'm gonna place it right over here. And another one from Collectate. Okay, this is a classic figure. I got this figure when Dance Surprise just started, and it was like 2014. Yes, the exact same year that Dance Surprise was created. Dance Surprise was created in January 2014, and Mosasaurus was actually bought when we first started our channel. So this is like one of the classic figures of Dance Surprise. I mean, if you guys can remember this, you are a true blue dinosaur, and I applaud you and I appreciate you for that. Alright, a figure which is not so old is actually this. I think this is an Elasmosaurus or a Pretosuchus. I can't remember. It looks kind of I would say cute. I mean, if you take a look at the face, it looks kind of cartoonish. Doesn't look realistic at all, but it's still a very nice and clean figure, I must say. A cute little figure. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna take a pause and show you guys my most favorite Mosasaurus. It's gonna be like a tour in Dance Surprise basement dino dungeon. So have you guys seen this? If this is the first time, you are in for a treat. This is a Mosasaurus from Prime 1 Studio. Yes, that's right, a Prime 1 Studio Mosasaurus. This is actually made of really, I'm not too sure what's the material. I think this is made of porcelain. So you can see this Mosasaurus is just like springing up of the water containment, and the tail is right over here, okay? So this is like my most treasured and my most expensive Mosasaurus figure. In fact, it is the most expensive figure in all of my collection. Yeah, really nice Mosasaurus. Alright, and speaking of Mosasaurus, we have another one right here from Imagine Next. Check this out. You can actually move the jaw by just pressing the button. It's very awesome. I'm gonna place it right at the back right here, and let's put on the camera once again, and let's take a look at other prehistoric creatures. What is this? This is actually a Dolichorhynchops. What does the name mean? I don't really know, but I can see that this figure it's not too I mean, it's pretty old. You can see it's like 2012, 9 years old. In fact, Dolichorhynchops from Collectate, a mini prehistoric animal. Just gonna place it right at the back. And let's take a look at this. Okay, we have another one, Plesiosuchus from, check this out, you can see the face, looks pretty nice. Okay, you can see the teeth, nicely painted as well. If you take a look at the name, Plesiosuchus, a 2016 Safari LTD figure. This figure, it's 5 years old. Probably older than some of you guys who are watching this video right now. Probably. Alright, another one which is really interesting is this, really long neck prehistoric marine reptile right here. This is actually known as a Hydropterosaur. Let's take a look at the name written right below. Hydropterosaurus, a 2007 from Procon. Procon is actually a brand from Collectate. So extremely old, this figure, 14 years old to be exact. Alright. Okay, so let's place this right in the middle. Alright. And let's take a look at another Mosasaurus. Okay, not exactly a Mosasaurus. This, it's a Tylosaurus, which is closely related to a Mosasaurus. Tylosaurus right over here, a 2009 figure from Collectate. So that is like 12 years old. That's right. I'm gonna place it right over here so you can see these two figures are pretty much the same. Okay guys, let's open up another blind bag and hopefully you can get a cool figure. Hopefully you can get the Parasaurolophus. Alright, here is the pack and let's open this up. Oh, we've got another irritator and that is very irritating, right? We've just got one and then right now we've got another one. Irritator. Do you guys know why is the irritator known as an irritator? Because when the fossils were found, they were in extremely bad shape and structure. So the paleontologists actually had a very hard time trying to rearrange them. So which is why they named it irritator. Alright, you can see this one right here is actually a Mosasaurus from Takara Tomy, a very beautiful figure. Mosasaurus like springing out of the water containment, just like the one I've shown you guys just now, but this is the gigantic version. Okay, so let's place it right over here. Nice, and let's move on. Another Mosasaurus little figure right here. So this is actually from Jurassic World. Yes, you can see, you can move the flippers. Once you press both flippers together, it will go into this snapping mode and the tail will move as well. It has a very smooth texture that reminds us of a fish-like skin. Okay, next up, I'm gonna show you guys this Fierce Force Velociraptor, which was just released very recently. I don't think is even released in many places. So you can see it has a movable body that you can twist around. It has some projectile to it. You can just pull the arms back and just release it and it will just spring. It's very nice. I really love this color scheme. The paintwork on this, the patterns on this, it's pretty amazing. Place it right over there. I mean, the Velociraptor has nothing to do with Mosasaurus or prehistoric animals, but I just wanted to show you guys that this is a new figure that was just released. Alright, another figure, a long neck marine reptile, and this is known as an Elasmosaurus. That's right, Elasmosaurus. Okay, it has a very long neck, and this neck is actually like bendable. So this neck definitely allows it to catch fish with much more ease. That's right. Alright, what's next? Real few Mosasaurus right over here. Oh my goodness, this is a gigantic. So if you guys can see, this is like a light blue version, but the ocean protector Mosasaurus, it has a darker shade of blue. So why is it known as a real few Mosasaurus? Because they've basically created this such that the texture actually feels like real reptile. Alright, really nice. I'm gonna place this on the floor because we're running out of space on this table. Next up, I'm gonna show you guys another Mosasaurus which I feel it's really well made. This is a Mosasaurus from Nanmu Studio, okay? The paintwork is quite sloppy. You can see it's not like nicely painted, but I think overall this is still a brilliant figure, especially the face. It's so nicely created. I really love it. Okay, all right. I think there's still a few more figures left. Scorpios Rex, I wanted to show you guys that we have another Scorpios Rex that we are intending to paint it into a Gen 4 Scorpios Rex, which is like light gray. You have like yellow and white bits to it. Yeah, it's gonna look pretty cool. Next up, we have a Dimetrodon. I'm not too sure whether a Dimetrodon can swim. I would expect this to be able to, go into the water like the Spinosaurus. So I'm not too sure. It's probably like a semi-aquatic animal. So if you guys have any information about Dimetrodon, whether it's able to swim or not, let me know down below. Last but not least, we have a gigantic shark right here. This is actually a Megalodon. And speaking of Megalodon, I have one which is much more realistic. It is actually right on top of the basement Dino Dungeon shelf. Okay, so let's just take it down and take a look at this. This is the Megalodon from PNSO. It is a beautiful figure. I love this. I really love this a lot. Alright, that is all, I guess. That is our Mosasaurus versus Scorpios Rex and a team of prehistoric marine creatures and reptiles. Which team are you on? Are you guys on Mosasaurus side or are you guys on Scorpios Rex side? Let me know down below, okay? Thanks for watching this video and I'll see you guys on Saturday for the next video. Subscribe if you haven't do so, alright? Share and like this video. Thanks and goodbye.